Hello, I'm hopefully going today to show you how to change the button on a Volkswagen key. So with my particular key, the lock button is working, and the boot release button is working, and the unlock button is working. And essentially, I'll try and show you how to do it. So the way to get started is to do it like you're changing the battery. So the first thing to do is you've got this button here, so press that and pull the spare key out. Then what you need to do is to slide this grey bit, so turn it around and just slide it so it clicks, so you can see it sort of goes offset, and then it just pulls off. So then what you need to do then is the same way that you change the battery. So get a screwdriver, put it under, and just pop it off. Forget that just happened. So essentially what you will have at this point is something that looks like this. So I'm kind of a step ahead because I thought it'd be a good idea to this video to show you afterwards, so I'm kind of halfway already through it. So this is kind of what you get. You get the Volkswagen bit here, and you get the battery here that you can just take out if you want to replace, like that, like so. So essentially you've got this bit and you've got this bit. So what you need to do then, if these buttons are broken, this is the really hard bit. So it took me quite a while to do this. But essentially, what you've got to do is I'm sure there's a number of ways of doing this, but this white casing is glued essentially to this black casing. And I think this chip here may be the clever bit that starts the car, whatever. So what I did was scored along these edges, this one and this one. You can probably see where I've sort of hacked it a little bit. But essentially, once I'd got the blade under, teased it through all the crevices to try and get it out. It took quite a while, but essentially managed to get it apart. So this bit comes off here like this. So it was quite stiff, but essentially eventually you can get it off. So then what you're left with is this little circuit board. So you're left with like the key casing here, and a circuit board. Now this button, you can feel with your finger, they like click when you push the ones that are working. This one wasn't working and it inadvertently just fell apart, so you can see that, you know, it's it's not got a button on it. So these buttons are 5mm push buttons. So I just ordered them off I just ordered some replacements off eBay. I think you can only buy them in 10s. And I bought 10 of them. I think that was about $2.99. Let me just have a look. And they are called 4-pin momentary push button tactile switches. So they're 5mm by 5mm by 1.5mm. And if you buy something to that effect, they'll turn up in a little bag, something like this. So you can see that it's the same thing. So I'm now going to have a go at soldering. So I'd imagine I've got to take these 4 solders off and try and replace it. So I'm not the best solderer in the world, but we'll see how we go. I forgot to turn the soldering iron on, so I might have to cut this video for a minute. Right, so just to update you, I tried using the soldering iron to get the solders off, but it really wasn't happening. So I literally just got the blade under it and just lifted it off. So that's kind of how I've just done it. So we'll go for some soldering and see what happens. Right, so, you know, I accept abuse. I'm not the best solderer in the world, but it's functional. The button's on. I can feel there's a click. So, generally, I think I'm pretty happy. So I'm going to glue it all back together. So circuit board goes back in here. Oh, wrong way. Then the battery compartment is going to sit back on top like that. So I've glued this nice and tightly back into place. So I'm hoping it's going to work. So I'm just gonna put a new battery in, I think, just you know, while I've got it all open. So I'll just open this up. They've got a nice little safety feature on now, these batteries, for to stop kids swallowing them and getting themselves hurt, which is quite good. So the battery in one of these is a 2032 battery. So I just bought a Duracell one off Amazon. Let's just stop them hurting themselves. So that's pretty cool. So essentially, if I just slot it into there like so, then hopefully this should clip back on nicely, like so. That feels quite nice. So then if I put the top back on, slide it across, clip it, and put that on there. So before, the lock button was working, so it flashes. The boot button was working. So hopefully if I press the unlock button, it flashes. So let's see if its hard work has paid off. So I'm at the car. So we know before the lock button worked, the boot button worked. So that's a boot. But is it locked? Does it unlock? Yes, it does. It works. Thanks for watching. Oh, let's just see if the car still starts. Because that would be a disaster if not, wouldn't it? Yes, success. Thanks for watching.